Hello everybody, welcome back to the 3D Critic channel. I'm David, your host, and today I'm going to give you guys my performance review on the New Balance Two Wxy V4s. Now to start off for you guys, they are retailing for $120 right now on New Balance's website. So if you guys are interested in purchasing yourself a pair of these with multiple colorways as well on their website, I will leave a link in the description box below for you guys. Now starting off with the traction, you are going to get two different sets of traction pattern with a full-length rubber outsole. One includes a herringbone traction pattern that crosses to the medial to the lateral side of the shoe, and you're going to get this hexagonal radial traction pattern that starts from the medial side to the lateral side of the shoe as well. So when it comes to the overall performance of the traction, for me, it was absolutely amazing regardless of the court condition that I was in. But when you start using these, make sure you rubber them in, that way it doesn't slide around a little too much when you are starting to play in these. But once you do, it performs really well. When it came to lateral movements, I found myself to be really shifty going from side to side, and I was able to create space on the floor when I was getting open for a shot. And cutting to the basket as well was really quick in these. And when it came to being a primary defender as well, it was really good. And I was able to stay toe-to-toe with anyone who I was guarding. And the changes of direction was really good. And it was really tacky and stuck to the floor really well. That way it can be really shifty going from side to side. And vertical movements is the same story. I was able to stop on a dime and able to create space when it comes to getting step back shots as well. And really quick first steps you're going to get really easily with these because it grips really well to the floor. When it came to a dusty condition, it performed pretty much identically overall. It did collect a little bit of dust, but it was one quick wipe and you're pretty much good to go in that front. And it doesn't stick to the traction pattern itself because all the grooves are really spaced out in the outsole itself. So it was overall really good and really consistent when it came to the court conditions, whether it's a clean court and a dusty court as well. And when it came to the overall durability, it is really good on this outsole as well. The main traction pattern overall, I haven't experienced any signs of wear that I can see so far. There are little signs of wear in the high wear areas right here with like a little fraying, but it's nothing too serious overall. And I had a good bit of playing time with these and it performed really well overall. So you should be good to go outdoors with these as well. Just be mindful that the rubber itself is a little soft, but the grooves are thick enough that way it can last outdoors. So you should be good to go outdoors, as well as the really good performance you are going to get indoors as well. So overall, the traction is really good, really grippy, regardless of the court condition that you're going to be in. And it is really consistent in that regard as well, on top of that being really durable from what I've experienced so far. So for that, I'm going to give the traction a 10 out of 10. Now moving into the cushion, you're going to get two different foams in this cushioning setup, starting with Fresh Foam X in the heel that starts on the lateral side of the heel and it crosses to the forefoot in the medial side of the shoe, and on the other side of the heel, on the medial side, you're going to get a fuel cell foam that starts from the medial side of the heel and crosses to the forefoot section into the lateral side of the shoe. And in my overall personal experience, the cushioning was really good overall. When it came to the forefoot cushioning, I found it to be really responsive under my foot with the fuel cell foam that you're going to get on the lateral side of the shoe mainly, and it gives it a really nice quick responsive feel. That way you're able to be really contesting when it comes to contesting people's shots and trying to get steals as well. You're going to get really quick reactions under your foot in these. And with the Fresh Foam X that you get on the other side of the forefoot, gave it a really nice comfortable feel, especially on the ball of your foot. That way you are nice and responsive under your foot. And when it comes to the shank plate that you get, it provides a really springy feel under your foot. And I found myself to be really explosive when trying to block people's shots, especially when I'm down low. And getting rebounds as well, I was able to generate a lot of air. That way I could get rebounds as well. And when it came to the heel cushioning, with the same combination in the forefoot, it provided a really nice soft feel under your foot while not being too mushy under your foot. it is really compressible under your foot, and it was a really reactive when it comes to getting heel strikes down. The impact protection overall, because of that, was really nice overall. And when it came to the heel strikes, it was able to generate the energy I got from heel strikes and transfer it to the forefoot. That way you're going to get really nice steps when it gets to the overall heel to toe transition, which is really nice and fluid because of that. And the overall experience transitioning myself from offense to defense, running up and down the court, was effortless in these. And it is really light under your foot overall, so you're going to generate a lot of speed when you are running up and down the court. And it was really enjoyable to play with overall, and it was really nice under your foot as well. It has a really good combination of being soft and responsive as a result, and because of that, I'm going to give the cushion a 9 out of 10. Now, when it comes to the materials of the two-way V4s, you're going to get a mesh material, mostly in the forefoot section, as well as the medial side of the shoe, with synthetic overlays that you can see in the forefoot that has this glossy texture to it, and the medial and lateral side of the shoe. And when you move along to the back, you're going to get some synthetic overlays here as well, with a nicely padded mesh tongue that you can see right here with decent padding as well. And when you get to the back, you're going to get this molded padded collar in the heel, which is really comfortable overall, and you're going to get some more synthetic leather in the back of the heel as well. So overall, I found the materials to be really comfortable right out of the box. I didn't have to break them in when I was playing in these, and it felt really flexible because of that. And as a result, you aren't going to experience any pinching from the materials in the forefoot, as well as in the midfoot. You're going to not experience any pinching with the nicely padded tongue that you get in the midfoot. And when you get to the heel with the molded heel collar that you have, it is nice and comfortable in the back as well overall. So it is really nice and comfortable from top to bottom when it comes to the materials. And the overall aesthetics look pretty nice as well. My only gripe would be these fuse overlays that has this glossy texture to it. But outside of that, the shoe is overall looking pretty good, and the materials itself are holding up pretty well when it comes to the durability. So I can't really see any flaws from this overall. And because of that, I'm going to give the materials a 8.5 out of 10. So when it comes to the fit, I would go true to size. When it came to the width of the shoe, it had a good bit of width overall when it comes to the overall shape of your foot. However, when it gets to the length, there is a good bit of dead space here on the toe box. So I'll be mindful of that when you are playing in these. You might slide a little bit when it comes to doing hard stops on inside the shoe. So if you have a narrow footer, I would probably go down half a size because of that. And if you have a wide footer, they have wide options on New Balance's website. So make sure you click that option if you are a wide footer. Just stay true to your size and order the wide version of that shoe as well. So overall, because of that, the fit for me was pretty nice when it came to the width. Good bit of space in the toe box area, but overall, the fit was really nice for me, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Now, moving into lockdown, I found it to be overall pretty solid, in my opinion. When you get to the forefoot, because of the nice fit that you have when it comes to the width, you won't experience any sliding in the footbed when it comes to side movements. However, considering that there is a good bit of width in the toe box area, you will experience the foot sliding a little bit forward when it comes to doing vertical movements like hard stops. But I didn't experience any discomfort when slamming my toe into the toe box here. So I found it to be overall pretty decent when it came to the forefoot lockdown. When you move into the midfoot, the lacing system is pretty basic with these straps right here. And it does its job when it comes to harnessing the midfoot into place. And as a result, you won't experience any movement in the midfoot because of that. And when you get to the heel, since this shoe is sort of a high top and you get this high molded ankle collar here that you can see, it provides really good heel lockdown overall, and you don't experience any heel slippage when you are playing in these as a result. So the overall lockdown for me was pretty good overall, aside from the forefoot lockdown with the width that you are going to have. You will slide a little bit in the footbed going in lateral directions. But overall, it's pretty good at the end of the day. And because of that, I'm going to give the Lockdown a 8.5 out of 10. And lastly, when it comes to support, you're going to get a nice, wide, stable base from the outsole that gives you a really nice, stable ride under your foot. And when you get to lateral counters, you're going to get a nice protruding outrigger right here that is extending outward from the midsole itself, and you're going to get this extra protection from the fuse overlays on the mesh material that helps the overall mesh not cave in on you, especially when you're doing lateral movements. And when you get to torsional support, you're going to get really good torsional support when it comes to the top loaded midfoot shank plate that you get here, and it provides really stable experience under your foot when you are playing in these. And when you get to the back, you're going to get a basic internal TPU heel counter, and it helps prevent the heel from moving side to side inside the shoe. So the overall support for me was overall really well balanced overall inside the shoe. And when it came to the lateral counters, it gave me really good support when it came to helping my foot from rolling on me when it comes to rolling my ankles. Didn't experience that at all when I was playing these. And the overall torsional support that you get on this was really good, and I didn't experience any imbalances when I was playing in these at all. And the heel counter, while it is a basic TPU heel counter, it gets the job done overall when it comes to the overall heel support. And overall, the support was really well balanced overall. It is minimalistic when it comes to the support features that you get, but it is done to perfection in my opinion. And because of that, I'm going to give the support a 10 out of 10. So overall, guys, in my opinion, this is by far one of the best basketball shoes when it comes to the overall performance from top to bottom. When you get to the traction, it is really grippy regardless of the court condition. And on top of that, it is really durable as well. And when you get to the cushion, it provides a nice balance between softness and responsiveness at the same time, while being really bouncy as well. And when you get to the materials, it is nice and comfortable when it needs to be, and supportive where it needs to be as well. And it is really stable under my foot when it comes to the overall support. And the overall shoe itself is light on your foot, and you're going to be really fast in these overall. And it gives you the confidence to do anything that you need to do on the court and be really lively when you're doing it as well. And I would absolutely recommend it to you guys, considering that it is only $120 as of right now. It might go on sale sometime soon. Time will tell. But even with that, it is an absolute steal with the performance that you get on this overall. And at the end of the day, this is my performance review on the New Balance Two Wxy V4s. Thank you guys for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, as well as if it helped you in any way on purchasing the Two Wxy V4s for you personally. And if you have any experiences that you would like to share on the Two Wxy V4s and any other questions that you might have, comment down below as well. And if you would like to stay in tune with future videos that I will be posting on my channel, subscribe down below and it'll greatly support my channel as well. And if you would like to stay in touch with me via social media, I will leave all that information in the description box below for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I hope this was beneficial for you guys. And until next time, keep shooting.